Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Bums Happy Hour presented by Jack's Place, 7000 West Southwest Highway in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. A beautiful Friday it is. I am Bologna. I'm here with the head bum in charge, Jason, Dougie, Heat Wave Fresh, and our hermano, the original Mr. Joey P. Gentlemen, I'm shocked anybody's even watching because it's a beautiful day in Chicagoland. I can't imagine you being stuck inside the screen. Instead, you should be out grilling some arrachera. But for those watching, thank you for watching. We'll be here for the next hour, having a couple drinks, doing a couple nonsense. Let's start off going around the room. Jason, you told me pre-show you didn't want to tell me what you were drinking, saving it as a surprise for the show. So I'm expecting something crazy. Maybe not as crazy as a pineapple with a straw, but I'm expecting something crazy.
I am drinking pink Gatorade Zero.
Crazy.
Delicious. It's berry flavored. But yeah, I'm still on the dryish January. I got 2 weeks to go. I'm obviously I'm gonna be drinking next weekend when we're hanging out at Sox Fest and everything. So sprinkled in a couple of 2-3 dates where I'm drinking, but this weekend it's a sober weekend, so got to get the detox, the enzymes rejuiced, recharged, all that good stuff. Do my blood work, and then once that all the numbers come back good, we get back on the wagon.
Cheating the system, I love it.
You gotta fudge the numbers, man. Like oh man, your cholesterol's good, your liver enzymes are good. Good, let's fucking go.
Dougie, what's going on over there?
Dude, it's tropical, baby. It's a heat wave, man. I went out there, had myself a nice little cigar before pre-show, and I made myself this is a spicy pineapple mule. So,
are you actually drinking out of a pineapple for real?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. I thought impressive.
Ooh, I like that. That's impressive. I like that. See, now I did like the pineapple cup Mai Tais before.
Mm-hmm.
And I did them one time, and I'm like, I'm never doing them again because coring those bitches I hate coring a pineapple, even with the pineapple core.
Mm-hmm.
But I like how you actually kept the top on there. That's
yeah, dude. Well, I know how you guys rate my cocks on the norm, so I'm like, hey, I'm not sparing no details.
You went all out. So did you get like the impact drill to drill the hole for the straw, or how did you get the straw in there?
You know what? This thing is super ripe. So like even corn, it was like butter. So yeah, no, I just took a metal straw, popped it through, and then got myself a nice little kid straw.
Beautiful work. Impressive. Round of applause. Hermano, what's going on, my man?
Hermanos, what's going on? Where y'all so down? It's 45 degrees. Let's hear some noise. Pipe man is in the house.
All right. I only have G4 Blanco handy. I don't have the Anejo handy, but it's in I do have it in the closet. So
we're gonna have to have a pour together soon, brother. As soon as this dry January is over for you, maybe next weekend.
Next weekend.
Next weekend. I'll be drinking. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to if we're going to Sox Fest.
Yeah.
And I gotta relive the misery of that season and hear a whole bunch of fucking bullshit answers. I'm gonna want to drink.
No kidding, dude. If we all have to listen to the bullshit the people on stage are gonna be spewing, we're gonna be lubed up to the max to be able to handle that.
Yeah,
really.
So this is my first drinks. As you guys know, maybe you missed the Bumcast. I was out sick. I've been sick basically since right after our Ramova show. So thank you to everyone that came out to the Ramova, watch the Blackhawks with us. I felt great that day. Had a great time. After party, awesome. Woke up Saturday, puking and everything else in between from both sides of town. And it's been hell in the Fonseca household for about a week. So I haven't had a drink in a week. So this is my first drink back. I figured I might as well take it easy, but not too easy. I got a vodka transfusion going. So a little grape juice, a little ginger ale, and then some vodka. Usually I do it with tequila. Mm-hmm. I probably should have done it with tequila, but we had some Tito's that I got to get rid of. I was like, I might as well just start pounding the Tito's. Yeah, I might do a little whiskey later, but I got a transfusion to start with.
When you told me you were sick, I was immediately like, this motherfucker. Like, I was in close contact with him yesterday. He probably got the noro.
We had 100 people.
I'm like, this guy got the noro, and now I'm gonna, get sick again. I'm like, God damn it! Like, I don't like this. But then nothing happened, and you said it wasn't it.
It wasn't noro, so we assumed it was. I got sick. Then a day later, Scarlett got sick, and I was like, this thing's gonna run roughshod through the whole household. We basically did like basically like a man-to-man defense on the kids. I stayed with Scarlett in the upstairs. Landon and Julie stayed downstairs for the most part, as to not cross-contaminate and stuff. We took Scarlett to the doctor because she was really bad on Tuesday. She got tested, just a regular stomach virus, not noro though. So that's where I was like, all right, we're good. And I was good within 48 hours. I probably could have done the podcast on Monday, but because we were running the defense, I'm like, I might as well stay upstairs. So yeah, dude, shout out Jason, Dougie, Johnny, and Rob Schwartz Jr. You guys held it down. It was a really good show on Monday. That was my first time missing a podcast in 214 episodes. Yeah.
214. And that was when you said you weren't out. We had a whole itinerary. We had a whole agenda for that day, and I had to pivot and like come up with shit and do like the Mary fuck kill last minute. So awesome. Like that was fire drill right there. So
the biggest thing about like missing the show, and I probably should have missed a couple there, but I'm like, whatever. I haven't really been sick for the last couple years, but yesterday or this week was bad. The biggest thing I noticed about watching the show, but not like being on it, is like the jokes that I missed. Like Jason would say something like, "Oh, really long," and I'm like, "Oh," like just like little things that like like, "Oh," like I wish I would have made fun of Johnny here or brought this up with Rob Shores there. So I had FOMO, man. I had FOMO, but you guys killed it.
Oh yeah,
yes.
So
for us today, Peter.
So I want to keep the vibes high. I wanted to keep the vibes high. It's great. We're all here. We're the Vibes crew, Friday, have some drinks. The weather's great. But I don't want to bring it down too bad. My man, Joey P, I wanted you we all grew up south side of Chicago. And we heard the news. Julie actually was the one that tweeted. She saw it on Facebook or something like that. The South Side staple of Burbank, right on the outskirts of Chicago, but it's technically Burbank. Matson's Steakhouse closed down. I didn't believe it at first. Julie posted it. I'm like, this could be fake. Who knows? So then we did a little research. It ended up being true. I know, Joey P, you were a huge fan of Matson's. So was my wife. But we all went there growing up, like family parties. You used to go to Toys R Us and then go to Matson's for lunch or dinner. So I wanted to give or pay our respects, pour one out for Matson's. Joey P, I'll let you start.
Yeah, when this post hit, and I was tagged in it by multiple family members too. We had a group text going on about it. I was pretty distraught. It was a terrible distraction at work. I'll tell you that, because it was like worse than receiving, Bears hiring Mike McCarthy, for example, if that, God forbid, whatever to happen, So, I was like, okay, well, as soon as this day's over with, I got to go. I got to put eyes on it myself. And when I got there, I saw the place was still lit up all the way around. They got all their exterior lights on. Sign wasn't on, but it was sunset. I'm like, there's a chance when I make this turn on Cicero. When I got there and I got closer, the tears started shedding. The heart got very heavy, and I pulled in the parking lot. I'm the only car in. The Kia boys could have got my butt because I left my car door open. I was so distraught. When I walked up and snapped that photo, I had to share with everybody that showed that they were permanently closed. So, yeah, we're pouring one out tonight for Matson's Steakhouse. Legendary place for many of us, many memories. My mom got her purse stolen when I was 9 from there. But we still kept going back. She would just make sure she left her purse in the trunk.
That's how you know it was a good establishment. You get your shit stolen and you still go back.
And I couldn't go for Toys R Us after, because we would go after to walk down the food, So thanks, robbers, for stealing my mom's purse and ruining my Toys R Us after that day. But yeah, we just had a huge thing for Sandy just a couple of years ago with a bunch of her friends, and we had a hell of a time there. And Well, I'll dismiss it forever. It's going down in the history. So forever and ever.
Best garlic bread, maybe ever.
That's
The
what I was gonna
garlic-
say, dude.
the
That's
steaks
what I
were
remember
basically
the best.
rubber shoes. The steaks, to be honest, were huaraches. But the garlic bread is what made it.
The Texas toast.
The Texas toast,
To
yeah.
be exact, the Texas toast, the salad bar. People still, oh my gosh.
Jason,
I'm
you
gonna
were. I mean, you grew up right around the area too.
Yeah.
You
No,
guys-
that was because like we grew up by Midway, so obviously Burbank ain't that far, like off the path. But like as a kid, at the Toys R Us that was the Toys R Us we always went to.
Yeah.
7th and Cicero. Mm-hmm. So, go shopping, buy me whatever, my parents are spoiling me on or I'm being a brat for. I want give me that. Then every once in a while we head over to Matson's, and yeah, Peter, you called it. It's the thing I remember the most about it is the garlic bread, the Texas toast. I mean, that was S tier. And I'm so happy that throughout their lifespan that they never changed that vintage 50s style sign with there.
Yeah,
that's iconic. It was an iconic sign that driving down Cicero, and throughout all the years, all the modernization that all these fast food joints, restaurants, they go through makeover and stuff. Matt's like, no, fuck you. Like we're keeping the old school lighted cowboy on the horse. Like,
I wonder if you could buy that sign, Joey. You could put it in your garage or something. Like like how there's the sign graveyard in Las Vegas, where it's like you could go tour it. Maybe just get the Matson sign and put it on your garage or something.
Hell, I'll buy it and reopen it.
Well, there we go.
So I'm gonna have to show you guys this video because I just had that thing happen to me. So I had never been there, okay, but I had gone to this one place called Max Golden Pheasant, and this place was the oldest restaurant in DuPage, and it just closed 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
But the video that I have is absolute gold. The guys that bought the sign are taking the sign down, and they're taking the sign down with a forklift. And the straps are not tight enough. And oh no, it gets better. So they kind of realize this. And what they do is they set up an old mattress underneath it to cushion the blow of
Like
this sign.
Jackass?
Yes, dude. I cannot wait to show you guys this video because this sign just goes boom, and all you see is wah. It just absolutely destroyed the whole thing. And this mattress was like something that you'd see in a prison. It's like that thick.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So I was, as a kid, you don't really fuck with steak all that much. I used to get the burger when we used to go as a kid. But the thing I remember is because it's like all Western themed. Even the arcades were Western themed. They had a cabinet of the arcade game Sunset Riders. I don't know if you guys remember that from like the late 80s, early 90s. I must have spent $100 worth of quarters trying to beat Sunset Riders at Matson's while my parents were enjoying a steak. I would just shovel fries in my mouth, eat a little bit of burger, and then I'm going to play Sunset Riders. That's the main thing I remember. But yeah, man, this place, it's a staple of the Southwest Side. I think SPF is in the comments dragging the place. Worst fucking food. We were going there for the food. We're not comparing it to Gene and Giorgetti's or Chicago Cut. This place is Matson's for a reason, my man.
I think he actually might have been talking about Dougie's place, but I don't know.
Either way, they both sound very similar.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to transition from that Matson Steakhouse, RIP. We are the Chicago Sports Bums. We are Caleb Williams, guys. Our man Caleb Williams has been getting dragged. He was on the Amon Ross Sent Brown podcast saying a bunch of shit, which is very good listen. If you guys haven't, I would suggest listening to that podcast. But he was on there and he talked about ordering his steaks medium and immediately steak hardos, which I've talked about in the past on the Bumcast. If you're in subsections of the internet, there's nothing worse than like hockey Twitter. I've talked about the White Sox subreddit, steak hardos, and like cast iron skillet guys, or just like people that like insist this is the only way to have a steak. They were having a field day. And one of our guys, it's our guy, Dougie, Greg Braggs of CHGO. Greg Braggs says Caleb Williams eats his steak medium and called it the real way. This is a serious red flag. medium rare is the only way. And if you go into his comments, it's 50-50. People defending Caleb Williams, but then there's like Jared Willis, also of CHGO. He was saying like trade him. Or like, people were so pissed about a medium steak. And to tell you the truth, I'm a medium steak guy. I always order my steaks medium, and I find I'm okay with that. You can complain all you want. I didn't think it was that bad to where like if he's asking for like well done or like something crazy, then maybe drag him. But is there really that big of a difference between medium and medium rare?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are the foodies. Jason and Dougie, maybe you guys have different opinion.
Yeah, no, there is a massive difference between medium and medium rare. I think the exception of where Caleb fucked up is I don't care if somebody likes their steak medium. However you want to have your steak, if you go beyond medium, that's where I judge you. But where he fucked up is when he called it the real way. That's what I took exception to, because you can't tell, like, you're telling me that the way I like my steak is wrong. You know, motherfucker doesn't even like chocolate.
Wrong. Maybe it is wrong, Dougie.
No, it isn't wrong. The guy doesn't even like chocolate chip cookies. He's losing me.
If I wanted my food raw, I would order sushi, not steak.
Dude. No, it's not even raw, dude. I order my steak blue sometimes. When I go to a hibachi grill, they always overcook it. You order it blue, comes out medium rare. Perfect. You know, but to say it's the real way, absolutely not. He's wrong 100%. You can't say that that's the gold standard, because everybody has their own taste. Everybody likes their shit different, you know? But like to say it's a gold standard, absolutely not. He's completely wrong.
Yeah, I always get my steaks medium rare. And to be honest, depending where you go, sometimes you get it and it comes out medium anyways because they have it, like Dougie said, they overcook it. So
yeah,
I always order medium rare. If I ever order medium, then I'm getting a lot more medium well than you know I am what I want. So, but yeah, I think Dougie, you nailed it. It's if he said well done, then we have a problem, because those are just sociopath people who order their steaks well done. And it's probably also the same people who, when they order their steaks, are, you know, just pouring out the A1 steak sauce, which I don't mind a little A1 steak. I don't mind a little A1 steak sauce, but I mean, there's people who just like, that's all they do is like A1 that shit up.
I think if we're talking A1, I think there's levels to it, right? If we're at Matson's, I think A1 plays. If you're at like Outback Steakhouse, you could fuck with an A1. If we're at St. Elmo's or Gene and Giorgetti's or, you know, Bovette's, and you ask for A1, I'm walking out. Like maybe that now I'm calling myself a hardo, but you can't be fucking with the ketchup or the A1 at those places. There's levels to this.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. It's, you know, if you understand that it's like a flavorless steak or something like that, like if I'm going somewhere, I'm not throwing anybody underneath the bus, but there's a certain person I married, her house can't cook a steak to live for anything. Yeah, I am definitely putting A1 on it just because I need flavor, you know, and everything like that. And it just kind of, it's not going to be cooked right, so it doesn't really matter. Now, ketchup never belongs on a steak, ever. And I'm calling out Taco on that one because that dude puts ketchup on everything. But, dude, ketchup? Come on a steak? What are we, 7?
I agree. Joey, what do you think?
I think it, you guys both already mentioned it. It really depends if you know the chef at a restaurant that you frequent how to order the steak. Because if you're going, like, for example, in Mexico, there really is no medium. You can ask for medio término, but I think they only have four ways of cooking a steak when you order one from a steakhouse in Mexico. And it's either medio término or tres cuartos, as it's called, or 3/4 cooked. So they're asking you 1/4 cooked, half cooked, 3/4, and well done. So, but here, stateside, it definitely appears where you go says a lot. If you're going to a fine dining establishment, for sure, you order a medium rare, you're going to probably 9 times out of 10 get medium rare. If you're going someplace that's suspect, you're chancing it.
All right, so I got a question for you guys then. what's your opinion on like steak tartare or beef carpaccio?
My nipples just got hard.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dougie. Thank you.
Just hearing those words, I'm telling you, yeah. Oh, nothing.
I had some of the best, like beef carpaccio like in Rome, and man, and that's they know how to do it right down there. But even if you go like some nice restaurants and you see like beef tartare or steak tartare, like I got it. I try to convince people to go in on that because that stuff's so good.
Yeah,
that's the only time I'll ever eat raw meat.
Dude, most of the time I tell Mary, I'm like, hey, we're gonna order this thing, knowing that she isn't gonna like it, so I could eat it all. 100%.
What a move!
That's a veteran move.
Pro move.
That's a good
Hashtag.
move. Yeah, Joey, I'm glad you brought up the differences because being with Hispanic parents, I think that's a big thing. Is like most Mexicans have their steaks. They think all steaks are asada or like a arrachera. So like my parents still will go to a steakhouse. They order it well done, and I like. It's tough, man, because it's like we're spending all this money, we're getting well done steaks, and I'm like, don't do that. But I think it's more of a culture thing. Is like they're just used to always getting their stuff well done, to where like I order medium, not even like rare or anything, like not even like anywhere near. I order medium. They're like, you're gonna get sick. I'm like, I'm not gonna get sick. But that's just like a culture thing.
It is. It really is.
See, SBS saying beef tartare is fucking horrible. Golden pheasant.
I mean, if you do steak tartare, you get the capers, the egg, Worcestershire, some onion on there, chive, like.
Oh yeah.
Fucking.
I don't hate all of that. I like. Why can't you just cook it a little?
It's the method, the presentation, it's everything.
So we got Sandy. Shout out Sandy. Thank you, Sandy. She says medium well for me. I don't care if I'm wrong. Yeah, like I said, it's a cultural thing. I don't know anybody on like my dad's side of the family that orders like anything less than medium well, except for me. And I go medium, which is crazy.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I got on steak talk, unless we want to keep going with the steak, Dougie.
No, I mean I'm cooking steak tonight, so I'll
what do we got going on?
I'm doing some fillets. We're going back to fillet Fridays, so every Friday I'm doing fillets.
This is another thing I want to talk about with the steak hardos too.
Yep. Is
like there's only like certain cuts of meat you should be ordering and stuff like that. My wife likes like a filet mignon wherever we go, but I typically don't fuck with a filet. But like there's people that are like tomahawks only, or fucking like wagyu this, and like go so hard on like the fucking paint with like the steak order. I was like I'm saying, steak hardos might be some of the worst on the internet.
Yeah, I mean I'll go on the record, and it might be a hot take. I'm not a big fan of tomahawks. I think most people don't cook them correctly. They get way overcooked on one side, and towards the bone, it's way too rare. So if you ask, like they just don't get cooked very well. I've tried even cooking them myself. I've done okay, but for the most part, bang for your buck, like it's not really a great cut, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth the money most places. I think it's more of a gimmick. My cousin-in-law, I guess, just my cousin Jimmy. He has like a whiskey night once a year, and he does tomahawks for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what kind of sorcery, magic, Doctor Strange things he's doing. His tomahawks are perfect every single time. So I'd rather go to Jimmy's house than Chicago cut and order a tomahawk. If I'm going there, I'm rarely ever ordering tomahawk like out and about.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I'm ordering a porterhouse.
Yeah,
like
same.
That's what I like. But you get that fillet cut in there,
Right.
So
best of both worlds.
It's a best of both worlds or whatever. But 2025, I'm trying to be a little bit better, so I'm just going fillet, going lean. So
ooh, I like that. All right, we got a couple more. We got I teased this. I talked to Jason about it. We got a listener submitted question that I want to get to, but before that, we're gonna pay some bills. The Bums Happy Hour is presented by Jack's Place. Located at 7000 West Southwest Highway, Jack's Place is the best little bar and slots lounge on the southwest side. Whether you're looking for a live music night, comedy night, or a Chicago Sports Bums event, Jack's Place is the place to be. College football and NFL playoffs are here, and Jack's Place is the perfect place to spend a Saturday or Sunday watching football. Jack's Place is proudly female-owned and operated. Next time you're in the southwest suburbs, stop in at Jack's Place and tell them the Chicago Sports Bum sent you. All right. So this question is from someone that wants to remain anonymous. We all know them. I told them I would let you know who it is post-show. They don't want to like announce it on the Bumcast or the happy hour or anything, but they wanted our advice. And I'm like, I'm in. Like, let's do this. Okay. So he says, I have been friends with the bride since we were basically kids. She has a younger brother, and I was still chosen to be her man of honor. What is the area in which I'm able to voice opinions, ideas, or not agree with something as the man of honor and not the traditional maid or matron of honor? So this is his first time standing up in a wedding. He's the man of honor, but he's like, he's going to do everything as if he's the maid of honor. But he's like, am I supposed to say like, no, don't use this dress, or like have, some say in where they have the bachelorette party and stuff like that? He's in a tricky situation. And I've done a lot of things as a wedding. I've actually almost done everything. I've married people. I've been married. I've been the best man. I've been an usher. I've been just a groomsman. I've been everything. Yeah. I've never been a man of honor. So this is uncharted territory. So let's start here. They're going dress shopping. Mm-hmm. Do you think he should have a say in what's going on?
Okay, so first off, Man of Honor is an awesome title. I think I think we should change that for like. Yeah, I want to rename that for all my best men going forward. Like, you're the Man of Honor.
Man of Honor almost sounds like stolen valor. Like, this guy did not serve in the military.
It's like the G.I. Joe figure from the dollar store.
Just the dude of honor,
The dude of honor. So where do you think he stands in this situation?
Okay, so when it comes to dress shopping, I think 95% of men don't know what looks good, what styles, what fits, what doesn't fit, what shows off your butt, what shows off your boobs. I think that's got to be the mom, if the mom's still, around, or one of the other bridesmaids. I don't think any guy should be giving an opinion on the dress. Plus, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's the groom who's not supposed to see the dress before the wedding anyways. But I don't think, me personally, like, if I see like my wife wearing something, I'll be like, oh yeah, that looks good, But if you ask me to go pick out designer clothes and stuff like that, that's not my pay grade. So I'm out on the dress shopping.
Yeah, I think the best thing that he could do there is kind of maybe take, like Jason was saying, a step back and just kind of be a vibes guy.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, be a big vibes guy. Read the room. If the mother is in the picture, mother-in-law's in the picture, even a sister, if there's a sister sibling, let them do the talking and you just be in the back. You be Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer. Yeah. Be in the background. Just be supportive.
Brian Scalabrine at the end of the bench. You get up for all the dunks and layups and everything and clap when you need to clap. The other thing is, like, I thought, like, because it's like I don't want to say awkward situation, because it's unique. It's a unique situation. Mm-hmm. I think the vibes guy, what you mentioned, is the right move. Even if you don't have a say in the wedding dress shopping or whatever, you're still there. You're the one bringing the mimosas. You make sure everyone's having a good time and that no one's stressed. It could be a stressful thing. Mm-hmm. So, like, you just got to be like the guy, the calmer, the cooler, if you will.
Yeah.
Joey?
Yeah, I totally agree with you all already saying. I think that with the vibes guy, I would also try to piggyback off of what you just said, Dougie, be the Family Feud, kind of like good answer, but kind of take charge too, in a way, in a sense, if depending on the size of the party, right? And really care, genuinely care, and get everyone involved in every decision for any expression that needs to be made, albeit for the dress, for the bachelorette party, for wherever the case may be, because you want to make sure that as a vibes guy and you're hyping up the event, the pre-event to the main event, right? You want to make sure everybody is going to have an absolute great time. They're looking forward to it. They all had a say in it or an opinion in it. They all feel valued.
Yeah.
And it's only going to make all the events leading up to the main event even more exciting. Like, I can't wait to get to this wedding. This is going to be awesome. We're bachelorette party here.
Yeah.
We help make, the perfect dress selection because we all opinionated and just be the director of fun.
I like that. Director of hype. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say, what if when she finally like comes out with a dress or something, and you go like, 3 thumbs up.
You're out. You're out of the wedding.
Yeah.
There's also things too that you can say too that will like make you seem like you're, I don't want to say like seem like you're into it, but like, dude, make like comments like, like, hey, this is definitely in the top 3 or something like that, to where it's hot committed.
Like, your ass looks good in that, your tits look good in that. Like, what are you supposed to say? Like,
comes up wood.
Then you're getting the thing you're not thinking about is then you're getting your ass kicked by not only the groom, but all of his boys on the other side of the aisle.
Right.
You got to play it cool.
Or what if it's just like one long, like, it's gonna turn to some like fucking like romantic comedy Hallmark movie where the best friends realize that they're supposed to, we should have been together all along, and then like I didn't realize how much of a nice body she had all these years growing up, and now I see it in this wedding dress, and I'm like, God damn, man, maybe I don't want to be in the fun zone anymore.
That is definitely not Hallmark, my friend. You're thinking about a short film.
100%. Yeah. This guy's looking for our advice, and Jason's already like, well, maybe you're gonna fuck her. No. So he's probably listening. So let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Bachelorette party. Now, this is something where I don't think you should certainly have a say in the dress specifically or anything like that. But since you are the man of honor, I think he maybe should at least have a say in like how or at least where, or you got to figure they've known each other all their lives. So you know what she likes, like what works, what, activities and different things. I think here you could have more of a voice. I don't think it should be the predominant voice, but compared to the rest of the bachelorettes or cousins or anyone else, I think here is where you can at least help a little.
Yeah, I think help them pick a place. I know like a lot of the bachelor parties, they do the games, so maybe you work with one of the other bridesmaids to pick out some games. I think if I'm the man of honor, I think probably one of the funniest things about planning a bachelor party is picking all the dick gags. Or bachelorette party, sorry. The dick gags, like dick hats, dick koozies.
The straws.
The straws, yes. Like, just go to the sex shop and just buy a whole bunch of like dick stuff and be like, I'm the man of honor. You go to the adult shop, you buy all the dick gags, gifts, you throw in a counter, and you be like, I'm the man of honor, bitch.
Yeah. See, I'm with you with that, dude. I would be a team player when it comes to that. I would definitely be a hard stance on I am not going to a strip club. It's just because I have values. It has nothing to do about seeing schlong all night. It's just that's where like I would end my night with the, like if that's the thing that they want to do, and if that is the thing that they want to do, make that at the end of the night, and then maybe that's where like you guys transition and you go one way and they go finish their party.
Yeah. You
Another
finish
one.
the party here. I'll go get White Castles and meet you back at the Airbnb with food for everybody.
Boom.
That's an easy vibes guy move.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Or you book a separate stripper just for you, and you have your own personal.
It's
And you
not
have a
about his
sisters.
part. It's not his party, Jason. It's just
Come on, man.
Right. Yeah.
to be honest here, I feel like Joey, Dougie, and myself would be good man of honors. Jason,
Yes.
I think we're thinking of something completely different for you.
Yeah.
I could just see like Jason getting a lap dance in the corner and he's like, hey, anybody? No? Nobody else? Good?
More for me.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, I think, like once the day of the wedding, you just got to be like once it's day of, whether it's groom side or bride side, and you're part of that, you're just along for the ride. You take pictures when they tell you to take pictures. If you got a speech, you're gonna make a speech, and you just kind of got to be there and be supportive. Like once it's day of, it's almost like hands off and Jesus take the wheel.
Just make sure the bride eats something. That is
That's a great
Yeah.
call, Dougie. That's a great
That's-
call.
Yeah, because they pass out all the time.
And the I guess then the man of honor would not participate in the bouquet toss, or would that still count?
Oh.
The man of honor?
I mean, I
Yeah.
think you got to go equal rights and get your ass out there. If you ain't married, get out there and catch that goddamn bouquet.
Now that's a good question. Considering he's part of the bride side and she's tossing the bouquet, is he able to be out there and box people out? Like Dennis Rodman style, or get the bouquet for himself?
And we don't know how tall this person is. What if he's like Joey P's height?
I do know, but we said we're not gonna dox this person until afterwards. So I can't give you his stat line, if you will.
Okay.
But do you think he can be out there for the bouquet cost? That's a good question, Jason.
Yeah, just be like, before it even comes down in the trajectory, he's just like snatch it from midair. Like,
I would love to see, like, if roles were reversed and he was getting married, would she be his best woman?
That's a good question.
That's a great question, Doug.
That is a great question. I guess.
So
It's kind of like
so if it's
pressure's
best
on him.
man, would it be best lady then?
Yeah, it's got to be best lady, best
lady.
chick,
Yeah.
Best madame.
best madame. No, that's something in Vegas. Though, Joey. We don't talk about that.
I was trying to get Jason
All right.
riled up.
Yep, Joey's out. It's just me and
All right.
Bologna now.
yeah, it's just
You know what though? I mean, like, just think about it though. If the roles are reversed, then right, and she's best lady, okay, like she can tell you, like, yeah, that tux looks good on you.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
Boom, I'm bringing her with for the tux, right? Number two, if she's okay with it, she probably knows she'll probably have a great time at the strip club, and using her get all the other strippers around you, and you have some of the best talent, and she's just be the magnet.
Wing woman.
Yeah. Yes.
Now you're thinking of something, Jason, that I don't think has been thought of too much. Probably a good idea to have a female friend in the male wedding party. That could pay dividends in the long run.
Yeah, you guys are going to the bar. You got a bunch of bros, and then you got like your best lady there, and then she's like, "Hey, you want to do some shots?" She's going up. She's grabbing the girls. Like, "Hey, you want to do some shots with us? We're gonna hang out. We're gonna bar hop." Boom! She's making your night 10 times better than what a bunch of dudes hanging around having a circle jerk at the bar. You go to a strip club. She's got the girls coming up to there like, this is genius idea right here.
The main thing, especially the tux, picking out the tux. I went to pick out my tux with my best man and a couple other people. None of those motherfuckers have good fashion sense. And if Johnny, you're listening, I'm talking to you. like I probably could have used a female point of view. And to tell you the truth, Julie knew, like, hey, this is what I want the guys to look like. This is what I want you to look like. And I think I had a fairly decent aesthetic. I knew what I wanted to look like. But it's always good to have that, extra point of view. That's a good call, Jay.
Mary went with me. I didn't. Yeah, my dad was my best man, and he was like, Just let me know where to pick up the tux.
That's good.
Oh, man.
All right, so nothing else with the
No, I think that's it. I think
Okay.
I mean we covered all the bases. We covered all the questions he had. If you have more questions, whoever's listening, hit us up. Maybe we'll have a part 2 at the next Bums Happy Hour. All right, I got a couple more questions for the group. Before that, I got one more ad and a couple more business things we got to talk about.
Big Cartel is the official home of Chicago Sports Bums merch. Help support your favorite podcast by buying a couple 2-3 shirts. We got socks, bears, hawks, and bum branded threads, and all of our shirts are unisex sizes. Remember, all the proceeds go back directly into our Whiskey at Comiskey tailgates that keeps them free for everyone. And keep an eye out for new shirts coming very soon. So visit shysportsbums.bigcartel.com today.
All right, so
yes.
along with that ad, we wanted to talk about the raffle from now until the end of February. Buy any Bourbon Bum shirt or our new hat that I believe Joey was wearing until he gave Bucky's a free ad over there, but he's got it right there. That hat right there. You get entered to win a bottle of E.H. Taylor or Blanton's, plus a mystery bottle eyeball emojis. The more purchases, the more entries. So if you buy 2 shirts, you get 2 raffle tickets. You buy 2 shirts and a hat, that's 3. Bonus. Every Bourbon Bums pick from Green Valley Wine and Spirits gets you 5 entries into the raffle. Because we have a Bourbon Bums store pick sale from now until the end of January. 10% off through January when you say Bums at checkout. Green Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, Bolingbrook, Illinois. So you buy a couple hats, maybe a couple store picks. You end up winning bottles of whiskey. Can't beat that deal. You cannot.
That's a good deal. And a mystery bottle, which I was going to throw in. I got a bunch of unopened stuff in my collection that I'm not going to go through any time in my lifetime. So I'm going to throw in a nice little, it's not going to be like super highly allocated, but it's going to be a nice complimentary bottle to your winning. So
I like that. I like that a lot. Before we get to our final subjects, shout out my man Gordo, our man Gordo. Cheers from prison. He feels like he's in prison, but I know Joey P. You mentioned he has been moved from the hospital to a rehab facility. So I hope that rehab facility is going good. And we're not talking drug rehab. We're talking physical health rehab.
He's part of the Zipper Club.
Yeah.
Salute to Gordo.
Feel bad for my dude, man. I was with him the other day, and he ordered grapes. They denied him grapes. They said no grapes for you.
No grapes.
No grapes. He's like,
Did he waddle away
huh? No.
to the very next day?
He was just disappointed. Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
that's crazy. No grapes. Like
No
my
grapes.
that's my 3-year-old gets grapes now. Big news in the world of Landon. Now we're able to slice grapes, and he has them because kids can't have grapes because of the esophagus.
Dude, you got the grape thing? You put the grape in there and hit it.
And
it
splits it. Yeah, those things are awesome.
Those things are
Technology, baby.
Yep.
Shout out Gordo for my Bucky's hat, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he hooked it up.
It was a last minute birthday surprise. Showed up at my doorstep.
Nice.
Very cool.
hell yeah.
All right. I had a discussion with my sisters, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion. For now, I want to keep it to Dougie and Joey, maybe Jason at the end, because unfortunately, as the group of bums expands, Jason is still the only Android guy in the group. But neither here nor there, because Jason, we not FaceTime, but we video chat through IM and
Instagram or something. Yeah.
So I've been known to FaceTime people probably more often than anyone else. And I have a late New Year's resolution. I'm going to stop texting people and more. I'm doing more FaceTimes. I'm doubling down on FaceTimes, and it's driving everyone nuts. My sister Sandra, sometimes we talk about business, or sometimes I'm asking about my parents or something, and I FaceTime her instead of texting. And she's like, "Why are you FaceTiming me?" Like, they're treating me like a psycho. And I'm doubling down now, and I want everyone to know, if you expect a text from me, you might get a FaceTime back, because I've realized texting has gotten so lazy that like if you need an answer to something, it could be like Dougie, like like, hey, where's this bottle or this or that? I know you're busy, but I'm just using this as an example. People ignore text nowadays, where it's like they won't get back to you for 6, 7, 8 hours, if not the next day. And I've been known to do that. It gets washed and it gets lost in the sauce. If you FaceTime someone, they answer right away. And it's like you almost put them on a spot. So now I'm putting the pressure on them to give me answers. And I think I'm going to keep doing that from going forward. I think I'm predominantly a FaceTime guy from now on. So I wanted to get your guys' opinion. Is that a psycho move? Or 2, am I in the future, baby?
I think you're maybe going to regret some of those because I'll just answer them. So whatever I'm doing, just be prepared for that shit.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's good content.
So, and I do have a news update on that.
What's up, dude?
Your boy got a new case, so I can FaceTime now.
Oh, hell yeah. That's good news, Dougie. See, now we're talking.
So for everybody that doesn't know, I had this like case for work or whatever that was waterproof, everything like that. Problem was it was so airtight waterproof that you couldn't talk on FaceTime. Like it just the bottom
microphone didn't work. Yeah.
Yep. It was just blocked by the case. But now I'm back. I don't know. I'm torn with it. Just because like especially with driving, me being in the truck
I've
all
been
the
known
time.
to FaceTime while driving. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. So that aspect of it may not be the best.
When you FaceTime while you drive, you put the phone between your legs and you just do the crotch shot up.
No, I've got a holder like right by the radio, like right on the dashboard, and you just put the phone holder there, and it's no different than like a voice call, but you got the camera on.
Yeah, I'm talking mainly at work.
Oh yeah,
it's just different. But
but I know when you work, I typically don't try to bother you like while you're working. It's more of like you need answers now, or maybe I'm more of like a prisoner of the moment where it's like I'm not patient enough to wait for someone's answer. I'm just gonna get it.
No, dude, I'm okay with it, because I do get text messages, and sometimes I'm in a meeting or on a phone call, and they just get lost, unless I get another text, I don't go back and reference it, and I don't see that I missed it. So, I mean, I kind of like your logic, it is kind of borderline psycho though too. So
Joey,
I'm gonna go 50-50 on that.
Yeah, I'm with Dougie because I'm normally 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But on a weekend, it's open season. So 2, 3, 4 in the morning even. Let's do it.
If I FaceTime you at work,
for me.
If I FaceTime you at work, will you not answer?
Depends, like Dougie, if I'm in a truck or not, obviously. That would be the biggest thing because don't want to get no tickets or even worse. I gotta lead by example at work, so that's the only problem. But I'll pull over to a parking lot, turn the truck off, and then FaceTime you within minutes. How about that? I'll return I'll return the FaceTime call as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think I'm out on text. It's too much. I don't like text anymore. Jason, even like I think I text you. We text each other probably more than we text our wives. But even then, like it's easier to just call you sometimes where it's like,
yeah, here's the thing. I think with you're going wrong with the FaceTime. Yeah, you're fucking up with it, dude. I think you say it's a FaceTime for a special occasion. So now when you keep on you're over abusing the system. So now when you FaceTime, it's gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker, what is he? He wants something again. Like I don't got time. So people are they're eventually gonna start ignoring your FaceTimes, and then you're gonna have to go back to the text and say, hey. They're gonna text you back and say, "Hey, I can't FaceTime. What's up?" And then you're gonna just be texting again anyway. So you gotta save the FaceTimes for special occasions, more important conversations, opposed to, "Hey, do you need any milk?"
Hand up.
No.
Hand up. That right there was a very Larry David Curb Your Enthusiasm type response. I could definitely see if he comes back with Curb Your Enthusiasm. An episode.
No, he's done with it, but
I know.
The one thing that stands out, and like if you call somebody or text somebody, the FaceTime ringtone is so much louder. So it's almost like you have to answer, or like if I FaceTime and then FaceTime again, and not that I would do that, but it's like it's so loud, you're not gonna ignore. You might as well just answer. The thing is so loud.
If I'm in a meeting and if I hit an iPhone, right, and you FaceTime me and I'm in a call at work, I'm declining your FaceTime. I'm just gonna text you because my mic will be on mute anyways, and I'll be like, dude, what's up? And I'm gonna text me anyway, so I'm gonna force you to text me.
That's true, but I might be abusing the power, but I know when people, I'm not going to FaceTime people like when I know they're working or like I know that they're busy, but when I know I need like an answer or like I'd rather just, get the information then. I think the FaceTime is way better than a text because the text, you're at the mercy of the other person and it might not be for hours.
But you're at the mercy of the other person for a FaceTime too because they have a decline on that.
But dude, I'm telling you, and maybe now, because this is a new thing I'm testing, no one declines the FaceTime.
Yeah, because you haven't abused it yet. Let's circle back to this in 6 months or so and see if people start declining the FaceTimes. Because I think right now when people see the FaceTime, they think it's more urgent, more important than it is to just say, hey,
I agree.
I'm at the store. Do you need me to pick up you something? It's like that. I think they think it's like, oh my God, like you want to tell me something serious, not just,
check out this lump. Should I go see a doctor? I mean, I don't know. I think Peter, I think you might be slightly onto something. Maybe we can bring it back for this generation that doesn't remember it. Nextel. Because
Nextels were the best.
That was life, dude. Back in the day.
Joey P, me, you, Wevel, we all had Nextels. You chirp somebody. It didn't matter if you're in class, at work. That Nextel was chirping, baby.
Yep.
Oh, dude, 3-6 Mafia has the one song where they have the Nextel chirp in the beat.
Dude, I miss Nextel. That's what we need. We need a new version of Nextel.
We need a Bumtel.
Dude, when they went direct connect and like literally it just basically became a walkie-talkie, that shit was dangerous, man. You could be at work and like one of your friends would hit you with direct connect. It's like, what's up, fucker? And then you're like,
oh. Yeah, dude, I had guys that when I was working retail, their shit would go off and he'd be like, nah, man, I work right now. I can't talk.
Dude, I miss
true story. Long distance, the Nextel when the Sprint plan allowed international direct connect.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah. And that's how I courted Sandy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You were just chirping long distance chirps.
You know what though, Joey? Honestly,
it was so cheap.
That's a fucking great cock block, man.
Yeah.
Like if she's on it like talking to some other guy or something, you're chirping her while she's like, some guy's trying to talk to her.
I don't know why you guys go that way. That's Sandy P's a saint. That would have never happened.
Not saying I'm saying if some guy's trying to,
obviously. So
I know. I'm saying if some guy was trying to like hit on Sandy or something, and Joey P's chirping, that's a good cock block.
I'm sure she said, "I'm sorry, this is work," and she walked away and answered me.
So I guess a follow-up question that I have for you, Bologna, is, so you're not actually doing this FaceTime for like the actual like seeing the person talking to him.
I don't care.
You're just being patient.
Yeah, no, I don't care about seeing people. It's typically my family. I see them enough, or you guys, where I see you guys enough. It's more about.
So it's like FaceTime with the cam off. That's just a phone call.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. It's called FaceTime audio.
It's
a phone call.
No. Well, yeah, you could do FaceTime audio, but at that point, it doesn't. It's the same stuff. But yes, the FaceTime makes you answer. The phone call you could ignore. It's one ring, you hit the button, and you ignore. The FaceTime, I feel like people don't ignore. That's the gimmick, or that's the trick.
The FaceTime. I want to circle back to this. In the summertime and see if people are.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start logging my FaceTimes and see if people answer, how long we FaceTime, and if I get ignored. I typically don't get ignored on the FaceTime. That's where the heck comes in.
Yeah,
humble brag.
I think Jason's right. When it comes to summertime, I think this is going to be a very like that meeting could have been an email type thing.
Email is the worst.
Like,
People
no,
ignore
no,
emails.
No,
all-
but
No.
that's in
But
the
I know what you
corporate
mean.
world. That's
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like that FaceTime could have been a text. Like,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
what it
now
turned into.
because it's like, oh, Peter's FaceTiming. Let me answer.
Yeah.
And then it's just like some bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I am burning myself that way. But for now, it's working.
Fucking 16 days into the year.
I'm out on text.
I'm on to something.
I'm on to something. Who knows? All right.
and
That's
for
it.
that and for that reason, I'm never getting an iPhone.
You know what? I might buy you an iPhone just so I can
Jason,
get a hold of you.
There is Google Meet.
And I'll give you
iPhone
credit.
users I got Google Meet.
I'll give you credit, Jay. Of all the people I've talked about right now, whether it's Dougie, Johnny, Joey, my sisters, or everyone, you'd get back to me promptly. Like we don't have. I typically don't. Sometimes I ignore you, not on purpose, but like it gets lost in the wash more than you ignore me. Like you're very good at getting back to people.
If you take the time out of your day to text me, I will text you back promptly because I am a gentleman.
Look at
And I
that.
respect, and I respect your time that you took this to reach out to me.
Jason's a man of honor.
That's right.
Well, yeah, bring the banner, man.
Man of honor. Let's go. Let's go buy them
man of
dicks.
honor. That's stolen valor right there. I'm telling you, that seems like we need to find a new word because that's too high of a level. All right, that's our Bums Happy Hour for this Friday. We're gonna be back in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's gonna be a very wrestling heavy Bums Happy Hour. We're gonna be previewing the Royal Rumble. There's some announcements that we can't do now, but if you guys know us, maybe DM us and let us know, or we'll tell you. But it all makes sense soon. But we're gonna go wrestling heavy for next Friday or 2 Fridays from now, Royal Rumble. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Joey, Dougie, Jason, happy Friday, everybody. Enjoy
Happy
the
Friday,
weather.
guys.
Enjoy
And we'll
the
see you
weather.
all on Monday at the pod and next weekend at Sox Fest.
Yeah, we'll be at Sox Fest Friday. We'll be at Sox Fest both days, and then we'll be at 108 Day at Reggie's with the 108 guys and everyone else. Enjoying the winter. Other than that, that's all I got. Signing off. Thank you to Jack's Place, 7000 West Southwest Highway in Chicago Ridge, Illinois. I do want to know, or I'm gonna. This is a, peek behind the curtain. I want to thank Annie and Keith. They've been very patient because we had the Romova stuff and we had the Black Ops stuff there. They have 2 tickets to give away for the Black Ops game in March. We're going to get that raffle going too. We've had a bunch of different things going. We want to make sure we have enough time to raffle off those tickets because they're awesome seats. They're right behind the glass.
Yep.
They were gracious enough to say, hey, these are the tickets. Do what you want with them. So I want to do something that involves Jack's Place and the Bums, whether it's on Twitter or something else. We're going to figure that out. They've been patient with us. I'll probably have that ready to go by next happy hour, and then we'll go from there. But stay tuned for that because those tickets are prime seats for Black Ops games.
Even if they suck.
It's worth going. All right, boys. I'm going to enjoy my
All right,
transfusion,
cheers.
go upstairs and have some dinner. Have a happy Friday. We'll talk to you guys soon. Salud.
Happy birthday, Jose.
Keep going.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love you all.